Okay, so I just saw this, I think on CNN, it's a clip where a dad said his 2-year-old told him, I want to be a girl and give birth. I think something like that, something in that line. And he replied, you are not a girl, you're a boy, and boys don't give birth. And the guest on the show said that it was sad for him to say that and that toddlers should be allowed to explore freely. Listen, I was confused, proper confused. So let's watch this video together.
My 2-year-old son came up to me the other day. I went back home to the UK and he said, Daddy, I'm going to have a baby. And I said, Zach, you can't have a baby because you're a boy, you're a man, you can't have babies. And he said, well, I'm going to be a girl, I want to be a girl. What would you have said to him if you were me?
Well, I wouldn't have said, Zach, you're a boy and boys can't have babies, because that's absolutely not true. So, I mean, I don't know what your parenting is like.
And you don't think think boys can have babies?
You mean males?
Yes.
Yes.
You think males can have babies?
Yes.
Right.
I mean, do you want me to explain?
Yes, please. Yeah.
So transgender males have a womb, a uterus, and ovaries. Okay, so they were born, if you like, female, but they actually identify as males. So we refer to them as males. They have ovaries, a womb, a uterus, a vagina, and that means you can carry a baby.
Transgender males being women.
Well, that's extremely disrespectful to transgender males. I don't.
Well, they are women, aren't they? They're biological women.
They are males.
Well, if they're males...
What do you mean by biological women?
Well, hang on a minute. If they're males, why do you call them transgender males? Why put transgender in the...
Transgender is an adjective.
Right, but if they just call them males then, why do you call them transgender males?
No problem at all.
So you're changing that now?
No, I'm not changing that. You said, can males have babies? And I said, yes, males can have babies.
Well, all over your website, you refer to transgender women, transgender males. If these people are genuinely male and female, why do you call them transgender?
Well, why do we use adjectives for anything? If you're clarifying, if you're teaching somebody like I'm teaching you now, you need to clarify, and there you go.
So this is interesting. So instead of telling my 2-year-old son, as I did, Zach, you can't have kids, you're a boy.
I think that's sad.
You think that's sad?
I do. I think, if my son...
Do you know what it did? Do you know what it did? He said, oh, okay, Daddy, that's fine. And the next day he said, Daddy, I'm Spider-Man. Would you want me to entertain that conversation and say, well, Zach, maybe you are Spider-Man?
What do you say? Oh, God, no, not Spider-Man. Oh, God, Zach, you can't be a girl. God, Zach, you can't be Spider-Man. Or can't we just let children explore? 2 is an amazing age to explore. Why aren't we letting our children explore? I actually feel sorry for Zach right now.
Oh, well, sorry. Okay, well, I don't, because Zach has never mentioned becoming a girl again.
So, I don't know about you, but after watching that full clip, my brain needed fresh air. Because the dad was trying to, be gentle. The presenter was trying to be polite. All that niceness. And the guest was trying to explain their own standpoint. And somehow, I will not even lie. Everybody ended up confusing me. After watching that video, I'm confused. But I want to give my stand on this. This is what I think. I even wrote it in the comment section that yes, toddlers are allowed to explore because that is what they're going to do. But it is the job of mentally healthy adults to guide that exploration. Let's even be real. A 2-year-old is the same human being who will tell you that they are a dinosaur. Today, they will tell you they are a superhero. Tomorrow, they will tell you they are a potato. On a Friday, they will tell you, oh, look, I am a couch. They would always explore. They will come up with things. Exploration in this case, friends, it is normal. Imagination is normal. For that age, we even still imagine. Curiosity is normal. We all do all of those things. We think about weird things. We come up with things. We come up with all sorts. But we keep skipping the fact that exploration without guidance is danger. We are heading towards danger. That's what we are doing. For example, if your 2-year-old says, Mom, I want to jump into the front of a moving train, you're not going to say, oh my God, go ahead, do it. I love you so much. Do that. Yes, darling, explore. Follow your feelings. No, now, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. You will gently guide them back into safety and point them back to the fact that, oh, if they do that, they're going to crush. So when a toddler says, I want to be a girl, or I want to be a boy, or I want to give birth, you shouldn't be panicking at that time. It is like war. It's also not to hand over the steering wheel of identity to a child whose brain is still developing, who is still trying to understand the world around them. And then obviously you just slam the identity at them. The job here is very simple. I am coming from the perspective of obviously guiding parents to understand how best to care for their children. Acknowledge that imagination is normal. We've already established that in this conversation. Oh, wow, that is interesting. Toddlers love imagination. We all imagine. They are not making up political statements, they are imagining things. And bear in mind that there are lots of other people in the environment that is infusing certain things in their brain. Number two, you've got to give them age appropriate facts. You've got to do that as a parent. Babies grow up in a mommy's tummy. For example, you just say that, not in a daddy's tummy. Simple and clear. Omo, we know they fear you. We've got to be very clear about these things. We've got to do it. Number three, we've got to keep guiding that exploration. We've got to guide them. It's like a guide rail. We've got to do it. Tell them you can pretend to be anything, a doctor, a princess, a superhero. But this is how the bodies work. Play is allowed, confusion is not a crime, and boundaries are still necessary even when they are exploring. You've got to create those boundaries, unfortunately. You've got to do it. If you're not doing it, you've got to do it. Now, hear me clearly. The world will not wait until your child is 5 or 6 to start shaping their identity, as you can see in that video. She believes that a 2-year-old is allowed to explore. Values are already everywhere through your cartoons, through YouTubes, through nursery playgrounds, through the media, even the innocent conversations that is ongoing in that TV show. But if you, the parents, do not guide early, someone else, we had this conversation, will do it for you. Obviously not in a scary conspiracy way, but simply because the world is talking loudly and parents are often tired. We're busy, we're making money, all of us, we're running helter skelter, trying to survive. Survival mode is kind of a thing in our generation. We are all doing all of those things. So my message this morning or afternoon, whatever it is that you're watching this, is simple. Let your children explore. Yes, but you must guide them, protect them. You must guide what they are watching. Give them the facts in a loving, age-appropriate way. Help them build their identity slowly based on your value system, not from confusion, not from the pressure of the world, but from the place of safety, from a place of the kind of values that you want to see in them. What are your values? As the parents, what are your values? I don't know if anyone was as confused as I was when watching that video. I am confused. What do you think? What would you have done if your child asked you that question? How would you have handled it? What would have been your best approach? Have you ever experienced something like that before? How did you go about it? I'm really curious. I want to know. This is me being curious, sincerely. And do you think the interviewer handled it well? Personally, I think he did. But let's leave it at that.